What's up, y'all? Good morning. Well, this should look a little different to a lot of you guys. It's pretty familiar to us. We've worked here before, but we haven't really done much in the way of videos down here on the driveway. But we are very close to getting the dozer done. We're going to end up, I think, waiting on a couple of pins. I can put the old pins in it because we have them, and I can run it. I don't want to do that too much because basically with a bunch of old pins in it, it's just going to ruin the new bushings. So that's something that I'm working on getting taken care of. I don't have a 100% fix for that yet, but I'm working on it. But there was a couple things that we've been wanting to try down here, and it's one of them things where we kind of need to do that now because, well, this is the next place that we're going to work. So we brought some tools down here, and we're going to dig along and see what happens. Let's get to it. so now that we've got some digging done, we've kind of come to the conclusion that when you're messing with these rocks, you've got to find the edges. You might have to drive a long ways to find the edge of these rocks. But we knew that by looking over the bank, these rocks don't go over this bank. So we know that the edge of these rocks is it's right here where we've been working. Some of the stuff we've already got peeled back over to here. This one here, which is, I'm assuming it's all part of that rock right there. It all this stuff has been dealt with in the past, way before me. They got this thing down. I mean, let's be honest. Whatever happened here in the past, there's a 10-foot difference between the top of that bank and this right here. And we haven't messed with this too much. We've messed with a lot down there. For all you guys that didn't see some of the other videos, this road, driveway, whatever, that was the top of the road. Right there. Came straight across. That's how far we've dug down. Just as a refresher course for some of you guys that haven't seen it. So we've been picking away at these rocks. We've tried a little bit of a blasting thing that was, that thing was definitely in over its head. So we're going to try something different this time. We're going to drill some holes in this thing, and maybe the holes will, let's say we got a rock right here and we're having trouble breaking it up. Maybe if we drill a bunch of holes across here and then hit it with a hydraulic breaker, maybe it'll fracture it and start breaking it into small pieces. Once we get it into small pieces, then we can start dragging the bucket across it, and it breaks it all up. I mean, as you guys saw, I was peeling pieces of rock off of here this morning. Now we're going to try to drill holes in here. This might be a little like, we're kind of going wide open right off the rip. We're not drilling small holes. We have a 2-inch bit. Now that bit is also for concrete. This isn't concrete. The hardness of all this stuff is way different. There's different species of rocks everywhere in the world. In America is where I deal with. So, and as we pull some of these rocks out, we can clearly see that these rocks are not all the same. They act different. They break up different. You can get rid of some of them. Some of them won't budge. So whether or not this is actually going to drill into something, I don't know. But today, we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. So we do have the ability here to drill probably about 5 feet into the ground. Whether or not that's a reasonable thing to do, I don't know. 2 feet, 1 foot, maybe it won't drill at all. Let's find out. You're on hammer, right?
Hammer drill, yep.
See if it works right off the bat. That sounds really Chinese.
Cheek, 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 cheek.
Zach, I want you to back up from there.
Yeah, we were figuring over here, right?
Yeah, I think over there. I mean, see, the thing of it is that some of that's already broke up. But yeah, do that and let's see what happens. Yeah, we're down here working on the driveway today. Zach's down there drilling holes. I'm gonna dig some holes. This will probably be at least a 3-day video. Just because I can't remember if I mentioned this. I think I maybe I did, but came down here to work for a day. I got sick, and that stopped that progress. So we ended up, just because it was easier for me, just stayed up there with the equipment, worked on the bulldozer. But today we're gonna dig around a little bit and see what we end up with. We're gonna dig over into this bank a little bit and dig it down, see where the edge of these rocks are. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Let's do it. Well, let me tell you, in theory, this is awesome. In practice, it's very time consuming. Now, you know, we're gonna use this as a kind of a gauge to see if we can break these rocks out of here, where we basically, if we have something that we just can't move, if we can get a hole in it and fracture it like that, you know, whatever. But Zach's at the end of his hole right there. That thing is deep, and well, somehow we got to get that hole cleaned out. Not sure how we're gonna do that one yet, but I don't know. But either way, that's a hard day's work. He drilling like a couple holes. It's rough. All right, y'all, that's it for today. We got some of our stuff loaded back up. I am just making some room here. We have no room to swing nothing, do nothing. So Zach spent most of the day drilling holes, which is a terrible job, but we're gonna use that to try some stuff. I am shoving stuff over the bank. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this is a big rock right here. We have to eventually get to the side of that rock, so we know where it is, how deep it goes, and things like that. So that's what I've been working on. I'm digging out big sections of rock here. There's no place to put this stuff here. We just don't have enough room. So I am at this point making room. I got my fingers crossed, hoping we get the rest, just a couple pieces I need for that dozer to get that thing done, because honestly, I need to cut some of these trees down. I need to make some swipes through here and get this leveled out to where it's down, and I've got room to work. It's just not reasonable to do it with this. You can push stuff around enough to where you can work with it, but you can't push big stuff down. So yeah, that's it for today. Get this stuff packed up and get to the house. We will be back tomorrow, and we will be creating more substandard YouTube content for all to see. Listen, y'all have a great night. I know we will.